haven't seen something unusual or meta picks. Roger, Lapu Lapu, Alot, Yuzong. No one was there. Uranus, no one. I mean, all those old Trinity meta. I mean, Granger, two nerf already. Harith, one nerf already. So they have been picking those heroes and maintaining that discipline, that decorum, and winning the match was a literally a gutsy move from IGN. And thinking of IGN having the first pick, you can say Rayuga has the server at that time. It was Mumbai server maybe, and IGN won winning in the Mumbai server. This is now the Bengal server. So this is their, I mean, you can say this is their comfort zone. They're in their comfort zone right now. They got the server this time. So 2-0 is in a way, but as we know, Rayuga is known for the comebacks, just like Step Bros. So maybe we're gonna see a comeback, a reverse sweep is coming on as well into the way. Matilda will be the first ban. Kimmy from the side of IG.
The same bands as the previous game. And yes, Ray, I do hear you. Just like Ray wants to say that it's because of Zushin that IGN won. Well, that bias, Ray's bias is top notch. Well then, um, let's just dive into the draft once again. So, like you said, since the EXP is actually rising up, I think Zushin can actually be a good pick in this game too because she does have the ultimate for the dodge. Of course, can take up the Purify or even the Flicker for an extra dash, and she is a menace for the melee. She is a menace for those fighters. So, can be a pick. And then again, in the previous team fight or in the previous draft, we did see that Team Rayuga didn't have enough front lining. The glue was there, but then just like the Fovis, they just dive in too deep, and there is this threat that they will be taken down in the team fights pretty easily. So you really need more of CC, which Rayuga lacked in the previous game. So maybe counter picking IGN's draft can be the best option if they really want to make a comeback in the second game.
Joy into the ban list. Respect towards the respect, obviously, but not a necessary respect ban because you all know that Joy can be easily countered. If you could have gone with that, as you said, CC, then you could have done better. I mean, a Franco or a Kaza can halt the way of that of Joy's rhythm. So you can go for it. You can stop the way for the Joy, but no, you want him into the ban list as well as the Hayabusa. Two ban potential ban from Rayuga Esports is a Hayabusa and a Joy who are in the nerf list right now. IGN right now can go for a big trades. They have so many heroes open, and you can say Kalea, another wifey of is open. And in the meantime, Rayuga will be prioritizing it. Obviously, you don't want it to give to Zozen. It's his comfort hero, like Chip for Art and Apex. You can say Kalea for Zozen. He is too good with the Kalea. He's too good with the Gatot as well. He can go with the Gatot at this moment. And Badang being open is also kind of a choice from IGN, which can counter the Kalea, which can beat off Ray's wifey.
Can be actually possible here because if Rayuga they go out with the utility kind of a draft, then Jushin can still work. And yeah, I don't blame Ray that he glazes Jushin so much. She is one of the best against the utility kind of heroes, the heroes that don't have the mobility. But okay, they have already revealed out two heroes, and the positions looking at both of them, the positions are fixed, like which lane they will be picking up, and
Yep.
that will be a Lapu onto the EXP followed by a Gatot room. So Zozen likes going Gatot Kacha room quite often. So I'm kind of not surprised, but this time Rayuga Esports, they will be taking out the Granger for their side. They are not giving out Aaron his comfort heroes, but one thing is about Aaron is it's not just the Granger that is one of his comfort heroes. There is the Moskov too, and he has other heroes like the Harith, and there are other options too for Aaron, but mostly we see him onto the Granger. I think he will be taking his time in order to pick out the golden hero, or maybe he just might be going out with the Erithel too. It can actually work.
Yeah, Irithel too, or maybe he can bait it out the Irithel to the ban list and go for a Moscow as well. He's a good Moscow player. He can play that Moscow against a Granger easily right now because we all know Moscow is a great counter of Granger these days, and with that attack speed build, it works great. So maybe he can bait it out this time, going for Reach, going for a Mage. He'll be picking it later, and for that moment, two ban can be wasted. Harith or Irithel will be in the ban list from Rayuga, just like the I mean, you can say Hayabusa and Joy. They prioritize it. They prioritize the Matilda, but you see a Gatot, you see a Lapu Lapu right now. Oh no,
Oh,
there will be a
oh,
Harrow. That's cool. Because it will
Yeah.
be on, and Phobias being in the ban list. No more counter for the Harith. But previous one, we saw that Harith Granger 1v1. Aaron was winning this time. Let's see how it goes. But we're going to Asuya. What do you think, Asuya? I mean, Gatot Kacha being into the Rome, Lapu Lapu into the EXP. What will be a potential jungler for IGN at this moment?
Well, first of all, I would like to say that there is a pick off. There is the Kalia in the hands of Team Rayuga Esports. So, respect for me, EIGN. They will have to think a lot before picking up. Like in the last game, we did see a Link, and he was pretty free because there was nothing to hold him to suppress him. But this time, there is already a pick off in the hands of Team Rayuga, and so they need to maybe make sure they can even go for a tanky jungler. A Fredrin might work because there is, even though there is a lot of burst in the hands of Team Ryuga, they do have the early. But then there is one problem here is that towards the late game, Selena is highly dependent in those stuns, whether you're able to stun or not. But then again, if there is a lot of wall, a lot of front laners in the hands of Team IGN, and they make sure to protect the Harith, which he will already be needing that space which he needs. So that would be, the point of having Selena will actually be diffused right there because you really want those stuns to connect onto the squishies.
And Ezekiel is good with his Selena. We all know that. So how it goes, it's a big question right now. Rustin Gall. I'm gonna see what his Granger gonna do this time. But the thing is, um, I would have been saying we should have gone with that mage pick, maybe Farsa to your side. Then they could have banned the Harith and the Irithel as well. We could have gone with Moscow at that moment. It would have been good. Rather than, I mean, right now a big question is what it will be a mage because you can't go with the Eve right now. Xavier will not be a good option here. And if you wanna go for a Novaria just because Selena is there, I don't think it will be a potential pick. But we are talking about which he has shown his skills with Eudora as well, so maybe he can pick it up this time in this lineup. But in the meantime, we're gonna see Alpha into the hand of Choco Chan and the Badang, which is a potential counter of Kalea. This time will be along with Kalea, so lot of stun for Ling this time. Let's see how it goes for respect this time. It will be a beautiful thing to watch, Itami. Don't you think so?
definitely. And respect once again went out with the link. And Chocolate Chan, I guess Jushin can actually still be possible because we will be needing out the crowd control. And
In the
also the
band.
fact that, yeah, also the fact that Farsa has been banned out. Okay, never mind. There is something quite unusual, I would say, but against a utility, this is a really good hero. Paramus, he does has the crowd control because of the chain CC he got. The chains coming out from him, it will be quite a nuisance, as well as those nether in place. The ultimate can be the game changer.
Quick guess, guys, before I go. Draft. Who's better? We're gonna take on this match.
Okay,
Well, yes,
yeah, I say go ahead.
yeah, both the drafts, they look really strong right now. And I think Param is giving that extra life to Team IGN. Maybe, I think they're planning to just be really aggressive because they do have the Lapu Lapu and he will be diving in into those team comps and maybe trying to reach the Granger, trying to reach that Selena. They might need that extra life which Paramus can provide. And of course there is the Alpha with the Spear of Alpha. If he manages to grab onto a lot of people in those team fights, there will always be the Paramus. So last time it was Witch on with the Zush and in this game once again with the Faramis being the bone of contention. So I really believe that which needs to be taken care of before you actually commit to those team fights.
At this moment, they got the first blood, but right now, no first blood in the land of dawn. Casters, please take on.
Oh, which with the crowd control. Almost the taunt was there, but still no engages from the side of Team Rayuga Esports. Looks like they will be able to get the Letho Wanderer for their side at least. The roles have been quite reversed onto this. gold lane apparently. It was Aaron before onto the Granger. This time he is onto the Harith, and look at that Granger already playing those poking games. The
Oh,
initiations coming up from the side of Team Rayuga Esports with someone is quite deep, and that is Josen going out. That will be a first blood for the side of Team Rayuga. Chocolate chances gets it.
a great engage over there. And of course, considering it is an alpha in the early, and of course, Selena as well as our trio of Kalea really strong early in the hands of Team Rayuga right now. So maybe in this game, Respect might face some issues. He might face some invades, which I was hoping in the previous game. But right now, in the goal lanes, just like I said, the roles have been reversed, and Granger, of course, is pretty good against the Harith, considering the range and the amount of mobility he has. But once
Oh,
again, to look at them, Science uses up the ultimate, manages to move away, but right when the turtle is about to spawn, a resource wasted. Both the teams looking for that level 4, looking for some engages before they can actually commit to that turtle, but just look at the Chocolate Chan making use of that sphere of alpha just to move behind the scenes, just to secure that position. Both the teams with the dance around the turtle who will be managing to grab onto it, Itami.
yeah, both of the teams they are trying to actually contest it. The Ling is still far, but still he doesn't have his Templars of Blades yet. The initiations coming up from both of the sides. They are not over engaged. Ralia will be using out the tsunami slam comes up, and there is the engages coming around, and looks like they will be trying to
Oh,
over engage. The AOTG comes up as well. The turtle has been reset, and respect goes down onto the process. Rayuga Esports they are quite locked in. The bravest fighter coming up from Lapu, and there are the dives going around. Lapu gets the kill, Jozen gets the kill as well, but that will be a double
oh,
for Ezekiel as well as the triple kill. Aaron, the creator, is able to find going back around.
well,
Well,
that was
I
a
guess
great,
there are some
great.
technical issues going around. We will be fixing it. Yeah,
Yep,
Technical
that
great
was
issues.
a pretty good
engages.
team fight, Itami, because if you do see how well the two sets coming from the Badang actually changed the entire game right there, because that was a pretty good stance coming in one by one. And of course, there was the Nether Realm, but how much can you even commit? Because when the Nether Realm is actually used up, the team is actually pretty close by, and then the CC coming in from the Badang and the stuns coming in, the lockdown. So, it's my first time seeing Ezekiel on the Selena, and just like you mentioned, he is doing a great job. Grab that triple kill right there. He is always making sure that the priorities are the ones who are getting stunned up right there. With the AOTG
And looks
dropping
like
down once again,
there
Vishal,
is another engage.
in a really low HP, but
Oh,
Padang once again look at that wrist crack coming in. Bloodleys in a really low HP, the Netherrealm actually saving them up, and it is one exchange right there. But then the very low HP on the Bloodleys once again manages to go behind the scene. Harith all the way from the bottom lane. The Salmon Force being popped up, and Kalia will be taken down. Meanwhile, they are still looking for those engages, and Selena looking for that one last hit.
oh,
Rustin trying to do something. Although Aaron is doing a great job,
oh!
but look at the flicker and fist crack, and Aaron will be taken down. One hit is all that's needed, and Selena, along with Vishal, will be grabbing onto that kill, onto Shows, and Respect is the only one surviving. Just decides to go away because this is not the time to engage.
Definitely, and IGN, the engages were there, but still, Rayuga, I guess that was kind of an overextension onto the mid side with the team fights. So that might be one of the reasons why they just ended up losing onto the team fight. But it was Visal who got the kill, and he is not the damage dealer. So it would have been actually better if it was the gold or the mid. Or maybe the jungler getting the kills, but anyways, they did find those trades, and looks like they will be trying to engage onto the turtle as well. Both of the teams, Rocco is trying to get out some visions onto the Rayuga, will be trying to initiate. There comes the bravest fighter coming out from the Lapu, and there are the engages coming around. AOTG has been used out onto 3 people, but the stuns will not be enough. Chocolate Chan will be going down onto the process. Zozen gets a kill onto Rocco as well. That will be a 2-for-0 favoring team IG, and the jungler has been taken down, and that will be the another objective getting secured by them. The turtle goes down as well as the 2 trades for the side of Team IG.
That was a beautiful exchange. If you do see Itami, Vishal on that Badang is making difference right there, because the zoning coming from his is absolutely amazing, and the way he makes sure that at least two or three people are always caught up in that face crack. But I think Gatot shows him some issue right there. Maybe too far behind, will be taken down. Right now it is 5 versus 4, and Akalia looking for some exchanges along with respect the rest of the team
Oh,
coming in, and it will be Rustin will be taken down. But once again, that beautiful fist crack coming in, but no one to follow up the damage coming in, and respect will be taken down by Ezekiel. He tries to stun someone else, and it is 1 versus 2 right there, which trying to provide some vision. The damage there, Kalia trying to lock up onto someone, Ezekiel trying to stun someone, and of course it is a Selena, but right from behind the scene, Aaron coming there, making the difference, trying to do something, but the two of them manage to skip it. No, it is a double kill, as it will be the Lapu Lapu who will surprisingly grabbing onto those two fleeing people.
2-0, as well as IGN, they are finding those streets, but one thing about Rayuga is they are fighting back quite well. So as soon as the overextension are coming up, it is Team Rayuga who are actually having the upper hand. Initiations are there from both of the sides, and the trades are actually equal type. It is not one-sided like the previous game. There is this the Galea. There are some engages going around, and the creator is forced to use out his demand force. He was trying to engage, but the stun coming up from the Selena, as well as the fist crack, will be connecting on to two people. Aaron goes down. A good trade for the side of Team Raiva. They are fighting back. The Tempest of Blades has been used out by that Ling. He will not be over engaging because he doesn't have his blue buff.
Oh my god, I'm a big fan of the Selena Ezekiel. You know, it is so hard to stun people who are actually hiding behind people, and yet he manages to grab onto Aaron. But right now, it will be Chocolate Sun grabbing onto that retribution, onto that turtle, but they're still going in forward. The OTD dropping down, and he's still being caught up. And Kalia trying to move behind, but it will not be enough. The rest of the team, the Netherrealm has been popped up. They are looking for those engages. They are in quite a low HP. Vishal looking for some flanks, looking for some flickers. The stun coming in from Ezekiel, just like I said, pretty on point, pretty good. And he's making sure that Aaron is actually grabbed on in those engages. But right now, even though 1 kill difference, the macro is definitely in the hands of Team IGN.
Definitely. And IGN, Rayuga, they might be quite equal in terms of the kill treats, but in terms of the objectives, I do believe IGN still has the upper hand. And looking at the goal lead, I guess IGN still has the upper hand onto that as well. There are there are the engages going around from both of the teams. They just decided to just go back, and looks like IGN they are just playing out the objective schemes as much as possible. Aaron, he is trying to prioritize the push. If he doesn't get zoned out, then the tower priority is being secured by him. But the problem is the zoning as well as the initiation coming up from the Selenas. He needs to be a bit aware of the fact that there is a Selena onto the opponent, and if you don't have your purify, you might be going down. But there is a tsunami slam yet to be used out. Rocco was trying to get out some vision, but unfortunately he will be going down onto the process. The taunt as well as the crowd control just did their work.
Well, and now IGN looking to force up the first tier from the mid lane, trying to open up the map for themselves. The Lord is already approaching, and Kalia being melted down doesn't have enough defense right now. Because we do look at Aaron, he already has 3 of his core equipments with him, so he is of course dishing some damage right there. The Stallion side actually got a bit nerfed, but it doesn't matter. Like in the previous game, he made the difference with the Granger. In this game, when Rayuga Esports did have the upper hand in the early, they were doing quite well. Aaron came all the way from the bot lane. He was the one who made the difference. Yeah, he is doing an amazing job. Selena is doing an amazing job. Vishal is doing an amazing job. But Kalia needs to maybe look for some flanks. Maybe look for some more defenses onto her. Try to grab onto the link, or maybe try to grab onto the Aaron. Aaron does have the purify. Someone needs to bait it away first, though. And the team's looking for some engages, looking for the Lord Dance dummy. So, who do you think will be grabbing onto it? Because Chocolate Chan is doing quite well with his retributions.
But there is one of the twists for either of the sizes. There is the Ling and templates of blades. If he uses out its templates of blades, he will be getting the immune. so he can be combining it with the retribution, but we never know. Or there might be a law dance going around. Rocco was
Oh,
trying to engage Respect, try to go back. The previous fighter being used
oh,
out. Respect gets the Lord of Tsunami Slam also comes up. Chocolate Chan was too deep and he goes down onto the process. He was trying to secure the retribution, but unfortunately he will be losing his life. Rocco was forced out to use out his flicker. A 1 for 0, but a good trade for the side of Team IGN once again. They just got the Lord, and the map control is also favorable for the side, considering the fact not even a single tower has been taken down from the side of Team Rayuga.
yes, and now they're facing a tight situation as Lord is marching down once again. The lane being synced from all three directions. Only three inhibitors and one turret remain in their hands. Rocco managed to grab onto that blue. But then again, in that team fight, Rocco tried to grab hold of the link, but that's the issue right there. He has a free purify with his ultimate. So two of the crucial people, Respect as well as Aaron, they have the Purify, but they are going in for another exchange. Islami Islam coming in, and it will be
Oh,
chosen who will be taken down. A good thing for them, but then again, he's still the roam. The priority lies on the Aaron, priority lies on the Link. Still looking for some forces right there. Kalia looking for some knockups. Vishal looking for some flanks, looking for some flicker fist crack combos to lock down onto someone. They might even be waiting for Selena to start to give some stuns for the engages, Utami.
yeah, but one like twist with the Selena is like, if even if she lands out that abyssal trap onto Aaron or someone squishy, the problem is the rest of the members from the side of Team IGN, before she dives in, they will be zoning her out. That will be a major problem coming up. So even if the abyssal arrows comes in, someone needs to do the finishing, like someone needs to be giving out the finishing blows in order to take any of them down. But I would actually like to look at the itemizations for once, because looks like both of the teams, they are quite advanced in terms of the itemizations. And yep, Aaron, I guess he's almost about to complete his build. So is the Granger. Actually, he has a better goal lead compared to the
Oh,
compared to Aaron the Creator. He just goes back with the Tempest of Please. Oh, the Netherrealm has been used out, and they are trying to engage once again. The Zaman Force being used out by Aaron the Creator. This time, Respect gets the kill onto Vishal. He was trying to initiate once again with those first cracks, but unfortunately, the damage is still not enough for the side of Team Rayuga. They haven't found their big opening yet, and the situation kind of looks still dicey.
I know Kalia is being melted down. She doesn't have a single, like, she does have the Oracle, but I think she really needs some Athena, some magic defense because Aaron is the one. Look at him, 10,000 gold, the highest already with the Holy Crystal and most of this equipment's up to the chase, up to par. So just grab onto that magic defense because Team Ryuga really needs that front lining because right now it is 30 minutes into the game and Alpha is good in the early, but right now this is the game for Granger. Granger is the only one who can actually make a difference
Oh,
along with Vishal, but they are going in once again. The Tsunami Slam, the bounces up coming in, the Netherrealm has been deployed, and Rocco will be taken down. The AOTG behind the scenes grabbing onto three people chosen in a really low HP, but actually manages to go away. Right now, Granger is the only push they have, but somehow his damage isn't enough. And he's not able to make the difference, not able to make the plays they really want. And it will be an easy lot for IGN once again. This might even be the last nail in the coffin as Alpha is just looking for some split pushes.
yeah, he like Chocolate Chan. We do know him. Like he, as soon as he gets the opportunity, he tries to do those split pushes. But the problem here is the map control is way higher for the side of Team IGN, considering the fact Rayuga doesn't have the towers depth. It's only the inhibitors remaining, and if IGN are able to lane sync properly, this might actually will be over because the goal lead is also favoring Team IGN. They still have the Lord advantage, and this time the Lord, it will be little bit more HP compared to the previous one. So if they come out with a really good initiation, this time IGN, they might be actually able to end the game.
Yep, and this might be the final march, the last nail in the coffin, a hefty lot coming down. Will they be able to defend? They're looking for the three inhibitors. They are facing the minion pressure, and they are also facing the pressure known as Aaron. The way the entire team, the way which, the way our chosen is making sure that they get the chance. Okay, but the UTG dropping down, the nether realm used up once again, and Shogun will be taken down. The tsunami snap goes off to him. Vishal will be the next on the chopping block as Link must take him down with respect. A double kill for Selena. Three members down from the side of Team IGN. Two members remaining, and Aaron finally being taken away, taken down the shutdown in the hands of Team Rayuga, and they managed to defend. But just look at the condition right now. Not even a single turret, not even a single inhibitor left, and they might look for some pushes, but they do not have enough lane clearing since there is a Selena.
Yeah, a good defense coming up from the side of because the crystal was only one hit away, and somehow like a clutch save coming up from the members of team Rayuga Esports. Even if they ended up losing two of the members, they have bought some time for themselves, at least for now. And if Rayuga still needs, like if Rayuga they still want a chance onto this game, I guess another initiation like that, or maybe another overextension from the side of Team IGN might be the opening that Rayuga Esports actually needs. And Ezekiel this time, the Abyssal Trap was actually onto the point. So that was one of the reasons why they did got the kill, and somehow they did like they are still extending the game somehow. But this time the stakes will be higher because it will be that 18-minute lot coming up anytime soon.
Well, definitely, and just like you said, Ezekiel being the game changer, the main player, grabbing that triple kill in those team fights, the aims are precise. The priorities are precise from his side. Vishal and Ezekiel being the perfect duo for Team Rayuga right now, and I think Granger needs to pick up, push up, because they really need him, needs to mind his positioning, and them really need to make sure that Aaron is the one who will be taken down, but right now it is Salina too much in the front line. Will be grabbed down by Aaron, a perfect positioning for himself. The entire team is being split up, and Rocco will be taking down the double kill for respect right there. But will Granger be able
Uh-oh.
to save himself as
Uh-oh.
Chosen is still there?
Uh-oh.
Link coming in, a triple kill for him. Only one member remaining, but it will not be enough. Vishal trying to make some plays, but of course, what can he do? Okay, respect gets taken down. The base is still standing, but for how long as the minions are also coming in? The pressure is up, and with this, IGN grabbing onto a clean sweep and a perfect victory for themselves.
Oh my goodness. And they didn't even waited for that 8 minute 18 lot actually. That was just a bait. And their main target priority was the Selena.
Yep.
As soon as they realized that the Selena was off position, they decided to dive in, and the trades were way better. They just synced out the minions onto the sides, and they just decided to end the game. A good call coming up. Ash, give me your thoughts regarding the match.
It's like I'm not happy with Rayuga's decision. Two times they baited the Lord fight. I mean, if you're gonna see, first time Link came up with the Kalea because he know that the Tsunami Slam will be on, and he got that out. So many resources got burned down. They got the Lord.